All right. Welcome to my free training on the 3 secrets to keeping weight off. I'm so glad you're here. So let's get started. All right. So this training is for people who don't want to yo-yo anymore, and also for people who want a permanent solution. If you're someone that just wants a quick fix, it might not be the best thing for you. So just getting into who's this not for. If you want a quick fix to your problems that will last forever, it's not really what I'm trying to help you out with today. If you want $1 million result for a $10 value, also probably isn't the best thing for you to be here. So if you're looking for something where you can implement a change, a long-term change to get lasting results, then you're in the right place. So a bit about me and my journey. My name is Paul. I'm with Sekolah Training Systems, and my journey to getting all this started was in graduate school. I was working on my thesis. I had a lot of late nights. I was having a lot of processed meals, tons of coffee. It's actually when I started drinking coffee was during that grad school thesis time. But I was also getting little sleep, as I'm sure you can imagine. So my workouts were to an absolute minimum. I mean, 30 minutes every couple of days, maybe just once or twice a week if I was lucky. And I was really just doing them to make myself feel better about myself and not feel guilty. I was so worried about getting my thesis done that I forgot to take care of myself, and that self-care just went by the wayside. I would lose those stubborn 5 to 10 pounds, start to get some momentum, and then lose it. Then start to get some momentum and then lose it. So it was exactly what I preached not to do. I was the one yo-yoing. It got really frustrating because I was working out a few times a week and I thought I was doing some of the right things. But at the end of the day, I really wasn't. So I was really having a hard time keeping that weight off and keeping my results until I discovered progressive overload, which is what we're going to talk about today. And that's going to break down into 3 parts that I hope that helps you guys and you can implement into your routine and get long-lasting results. So before progressive overload, I was doing the same workouts. That's what I knew. I was not improving on endurance or strength, and I was improving too fast, too soon when I was improving. For example, if I wasn't doing the same workouts, I would try and go from 10 pounds to 20 pounds to 30 pounds. And I would do pretty good for about few weeks. And then after that, I would just start to burn out and maybe even get injured. So after progressive overload, me and my clients started seeing some awesome results. I mean, it's just a matter of fact of consistent results. Progressive overload is slow and steady. If you're looking to lose 30 pounds in 30 days, then this isn't the right place for you. If you're looking to lose the weight at a consistent rate and have it stay off for good, this is the right place for you. So, oh, and also make sure to stick around till the end. I'm going to give you a bonus tip on how to start your first 4 weeks of training, because I'm always looking to help people with one of the hardest parts, which is getting started. So stick around till the end to get those bonus tips. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first mistake people make is doing more cardio than strength. So the first secret is doing more strength focused than cardio focused. I'm not saying ignore cardio. Cardio is very important for your goals. It is important to keep your heart healthy and to also get endurance. So what happens when you only do cardio? You over time will lose muscle mass. When you lose muscle mass, you decrease your metabolism. When you decrease your metabolism, it becomes really, really easy to gain that weight back, which is exactly what you don't want. The solution to not having the weight come back is to do strength training with cardio, maybe even more strength training than cardio. So strength training will increase your lean muscle mass. Increasing your lean muscle mass will help you get a nice, sexy shape to your body and increase your metabolism. So if you, I'm sure you've seen some people that are overweight. They do all this running, maybe even they run a marathon. Good for them. Awesome. That's great if they lost all that weight. But they don't do any strength training. So by next year, they've gained half of that, if not all of that back. And that's the last thing that I want to have happen to you. So putting strength training into your routine will ensure the weight does not come back. When my client implemented this into his programs, his posture not only improved drastically, but he went down 3% in body fat in 5 weeks. That's awesome. So as you can see here, his shoulders are, high up and tight up to his ears. On the picture to the right, they're back and down to where they should be for proper posture. So without strength training, this never would have happened. He might have lost the weight, and decreased body fat percent a little bit. But to really get that faster metabolism, decrease body fat permanently, and get better body positioning and shape, strength training is the way to go. Secret number 2 is always improving your performance. You always have to get better. The mistake people make are doing the same workouts over and over again. And they're hard workouts, don't get me wrong, but eventually you're going to adapt. You're going to have less caloric burn, and you may even go backwards in your results. If you want to get consistent results, you have to see consistent improvement in your performance, whether that be lifting more weight, whether that be doing more reps. The fact of the matter, if you're not always getting better in your performance in numbers, in terms of the weight room or just in cardio, you're not going to continue to see results. I mean, it only makes sense. When you continuously improve yourself, you will improve month after month. Elisa, who's one of my star pupils here, she did amazing month after month. She has seen improvements slowly but surely. I mean, it didn't go from first picture to last picture in 1 month. This was several months to get to where she is now. And it's incredible to see what that can do for you, that consistent improvement. Going down 4 pant sizes in 4 months, I mean, how much more consistent can you get? So if you want to get that consistency in results, you have to keep improving. Secret number 3 is, if you are improving, you don't want to improve too soon. So the secret is micro loading, which is another way of saying improve in small amounts to eventually get to your big amount of results. If you improve too fast, too soon, you're going to see burnout. Burnout does not equal results. I mean, you can take that premise to any part of life. If you work in 10 to 15 hour days, 5-6 days a week at any job, you will burn out. And even if you can survive working that much for 6 months, your performance is only going to be half as good as it really should be. So taking rest is so important to your improvement, along with improving slowly but surely. So the solution is, instead of going from 10 pounds to 20 to 30 to 40, go from 10, maybe to 12 and a half, maybe to 15, and just improve slowly over time. When you improve slowly over time, believe it or not, you'll actually get more lean muscle mass. You won't burn out. So when we do that, you're going to get results like this. I'm not saying that you're going to end up being like this client. No, just to keep in mind, he's already in fairly good shape to begin with. But within 4 to 8 weeks, he saw some very definite muscle gain. And that was from completing all of his reps. So for example, if he had 3 sets of 10 of the bench press exercise, he would complete 3 sets of 10. It wouldn't be 1 set of 10, 2 sets of 10, and the last set of 6. If you can't complete all the reps of a certain exercise that you're given, then you won't get the benefit of that exercise. So make the weight appropriate to complete the amount of reps and improve a little bit every week to eventually improve a lot of it. I mean, just like the classic cartoon, The Tortoise and the Hare. I love that one. Some people call me old-fashioned, but that premise holds true. Improve slowly and steady, and you will get long-lasting results. So if you want to stop yo-yoing, if you want permanent results, if you want to get better week after week with a proven system that works, you saw there was the client results, then you have 2 choices, the way I see it. You can take this information and do it on your own. And as we know, that has been working so well. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here listening to me trying to get some advice to get things going. So you could do it on your own, or you could do the smart thing and book just a 15-minute call with me so we can look at what you're currently doing, course correct, and get you on the right path. At the end of the day, that's what I'm here for, to help you get on the right path to success in your fitness journey. My vision and my goal is to help everyone get to the best version of themselves and if fitness can be a start of that journey, then I'm here to help you get there. And before we wrap up, I do want to keep my promise of giving you that bonus tip to get your first 4 weeks started. So without further ado, the bonus tip is getting stable and getting endurance. That may sound too simple of a bonus tip, but hear me out for a minute, okay? So when I mean stability, I mean getting your form right, getting a basic core foundation, getting your range of motion right. You know, if you're doing push-ups and you're only getting halfway down, that's not going to do a lot for you. I mean, you wouldn't do a bicep curl and stop halfway, would you? You would do the whole thing. So when I talk about stability, I mean getting your foundation correct, getting your core stable, being able to hold a plank for at least 20, 30 seconds, being able to do a push-up full range of motion, even if that's assisted on the wall or on a bench or on the back of a couch. But getting full range of motion is not only going to have you burn more calories, you're going to get more muscle development. So doing 20, 30 push-ups at half range of motion won't get you nearly as much benefit as doing just 10 to 15 at full range of motion. So making sure that your core foundation is good and your range of motion and stability is on point as your first step in training. Next is endurance. While you're getting stable, you can get endurance and start to get that recovery. Because if you're only doing 10 reps every exercise for 4 weeks, you'll only be as good as 10 reps. Go from 10 to 11 to 12 to 14. Just a little bit every week, like I've been saying, to get you to where you want to go. So to start off in training, stability, endurance is going to get you set up for long-term success. If you want to start getting this done and keeping it at the results you want, you have to start off smart and you have to start off strong. So I'm looking forward to talking to you guys in the 15-minute call. So click the link below to get started, and I will talk to you soon.